Hey guys, what's up? This is my Terminator Astartes, or Terminator Space Marine from Warhammer 40k. Again, with the Warhammer, I know, give me other ideas, please, because Warhammer just has so much stuff, it's hard to find other things that I haven't done from other stuff. Anyways, so I'm not going to be showing the weapons with this. As a sneak peek, weapon, I've made a lot for this, and I've made a power fist too. Anyway, I'll make those into shorts later. But this is all in minifigure scale, so here it is with a normal minifigure. So here he is next to an average minifig, very large compared to him, about twice his size. And then here he is next to an Astartes. This is my Black Templar, but, you know, same as the other one. In any case, you can see that he is a bit taller than an Astartes, but remember, this is just an average Astartes. It's just that usually there are much more experienced, sturdier ones that are later promoted to be a tactical dreadnought. So, getting on to movement and all that fun stuff now. So here we are with this. I'm just going to be holding because it's a lot easier to manipulate. Arms can go about that far up before they're stopped by the shoulder plate. You can technically move the shoulder plate and continue moving them, but it doesn't look as great because then you have a shoulder plate jutting out. And then they can move 360 degrees all around until the shoulder plate stops it at the leg. But this is all on a fairly basic connection that has a lot of movement. Arm, I actually really like, so this all moves a full 90 degrees, but it also kind of stops itself because of this plate. But along with that, because of the way that I built it, which I can do a building video on this later, it can also twist its wrist. So you can have a lot of really great weapon posability with that. The head is actually on a ball and socket joint, believe it or not. And can move a decent bit. It's just that it's hampered by the archway above it, which is kind of hard to get any bigger without it being way too big. So good luck figuring that out. If anyone can, then send me a picture somehow or other. And yeah, anyway. But head moves all the way. This is just a Dark Trooper helmet. Or, wait, a Death Trooper helmet. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Then legs go all the way forward. They can go a decent bit back until they lock up against this armor piece as well. And then if you want to get the arms out of the way, they can also hinge there until you can see that same piece block it. The Terminators don't need to be super flexible because they're Terminators. They're just heavy infantry, heavy armor, all that stuff. The legs also can move. That's a full 90 degrees just about, or almost. You can also make these taller or shorter, just like my Astartes, by extending this a little bit if you want to. And there's plenty of detail that you can add to the front of the foot. I kind of just left it blank. But these also twist, which can add great posability. And also, if you want to lock this down to a base plate, then the twisting can be really great as far as posability, because you can have it locked forward, and yet you can still have the body at an angle. Besides that, I'm not going to go too far into building because this one is just crazy. It really is very odd. As you can see in the back, I do have some of this detailing up here, but down here it's just kind of a lot of hinges and everything that, you know, hold it together and everything. It's basically in two sections where you have this mid hip section, and then the legs connect to that with a jumper plate right there. And so it's very segmented, and in that sense it's kind of unstable, but it stays together quite well, and it's not going to completely fall apart unless you're really roughing with it. Besides that, not too much to say on it. I added some angling bricks on the legs here to put on holsters, and so I just put on, oh, and see, there it goes. I did put on a pistol and then a long dagger. For a normal person, it would be a sword. For these people, it's like a dagger. But those are just the basic weapons. As I said earlier, I'm going to make shorts on the actual weapons I made for it. But basically, I have a heavy bolter, and I have a heavy flamer, because that's just how you got to do it. And then a power fist. So yeah. Besides that, not much to say about it. So, with all that said, good luck building this one. It's very part intensive, and comment below if you want to see a building video of this, or comment below please with anything else that you want me to build, because I'm kind of running out of ideas. The reason that I have so much Warhammer stuff is because there's so much in Warhammer that can be built in Lego, especially in this scale. There's a lot of stuff, because it kind of just goes from this, and then has medium stuff, like Land Raiders, and then it just goes straight up to Titans, which I'll do that later. I already built my Imperial Knight. Go watch that. It's a terrible video, but whatever, who cares? All that said, comment below with whatever you want me to build, and have a great day, and keep on building.